infrastructure. Jude, do we have the infrastructure right now? We have had increment in power payments. Do we have the power right now? We have increment in charges from banks. Oh, you just do something. Even when you transfer 100,000, you now see 550 naira has been removed. So the 100,000 does not increase. Have the transfer system be very okay for over the time they are doing that? What about telecom? That I'm calling now, you may not be hearing me again, and charges will also be done. Have that increased the telecom system? See, Jude, I think it was Abba Smith or Abba Taylor who talked about the effect of light on production. On this, I will tell you that the light here is the money. Now, if you know that you want to do this to increase the system or improve on the system, why not improve on the system, then increase it? We are doing the same mistake over and over and expecting a different result. We are here on the 29th of last month. They told us that subsidy has gone. Today we are struggling on how to create palliative for the people. Oh, let's send them money. Oh, let's do this. The government don't seem to know everything to do apart from sharing money. Not even asking, what is the cause of this problem? Refinery not fixed. Let us fix the refinery. Let us declare emergency on the refineries. But no way. So if you are putting the cart before the horse, before these children, that the same people are suffering from subsidy increase in everything, you are increasing the school fees for these people, then I don't think we're thinking right in this country. I think we should do the first thing first and improve on the system, and when the people come, they will not hesitate to tell you we want to even pay 200,000. Question.
Okay, all right, JJ, very quickly now,
Yes.
let me ask you. So,
Yes.
you don't believe that the increase is going to get a commensurate increase in quality, right?
No way.
So what will? Very quickly, I'll give you 10 seconds. What will?
I think government sincerity, improvement in the system, bringing in technology before you ask the people. So people have questions, they will tell you all these things that are here now. Let me even pay more. They can even pay extra and pay students. There are a lot of people that can do that.
Okay.
So what is the big deal there?
All right, JJ, thank you very much. We'll have to go on the break right now. When we come back, we'll get to hear more from you. we want to ask you what you think in particular about the increase in school fees of the nature as regards quality. Now, there have been so many submissions. I'm going to get to hear more arguments, more submissions concerning our conversation this morning. But before I do so, let me read a very interesting message here for you. Jude, I have some questions. First, how exactly would you gauge the improvement you mentioned? In what time frame will the so-called improvement be delivered? Is it between now and September when the new academic year starts? And who will be delivering the improvement? Is it the same teachers who are already employed, or are they going to be importing a new species of teachers from Mars or Finland? That's anonymous. But you see, that question raises a whole lot of, or points out a whole lot of issues concerning the educational sector. Number one, what exactly are these improvements? How do we measure them? Are we going to be looking at infrastructure? Would there be better roofs into schools? Would the boards be better? Are they going to change from black to white boards? Are you going to have computer facilities? Or for those in the rural areas, for those schools who are in the rural areas, would they have more food, for example? Would the teachers be better trained, for example? Would they have books at the subsidized rate, for example? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
And now, Hello Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Well, we have Christian on the line in Lakaya and Francis in Stadium Road. Christian, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Christian, like you said.
Thank you for calling.
I think I like it when you try to make comparison between now and the past. The issue is that we are not speaking to our present reality. In the past, government didn't have to contend with Boko Haram insecurity and a lot of issues that government are contending with now. You see, we have this mentality in Nigeria that we think that government should do everything for us. Anything that concerns government, we shouldn't even pay for it. I am sure that most of us who are even calling their children, they are paying more in private schools than their children are spending. But in life, you must create a balance. Our present reality in Nigeria demands that we create this balance. Because people say there is corruption, they are stealing money. Yes, but I think now we also have to create that balance. But people are asking to improve the school. But when I kid build those schools, did they ask parents to pay extra? We able to maintain it. But we will be happy to send our students to a private phone school where you think the equipment is being maintained. Is it not you that is paying for that maintenance of equipment you see in private schools? And if I want to ask, between the public and private school, where do we think we still have quality in terms of the people that are chunking out? Is there any marked difference? You are ready to send your child to Ghana and pay through any means, but let us improve what belongs to all of us. Yeah. We are complaining every time because we have this consciousness of entitlement mentality that everything that concerns government, we shouldn't even pay for it. Things are not done that way. For we to move on in life, you must create a balance. You cannot get anything like somebody said, anything that has any cost of production, you must pay something to maintain
value it. For it, yes.
It is only things like air that you don't pay for and some other things. But anything that has cost of life, of course, it's not your child that they're improving. Won't you pay for it?
Okay. Francis is on Stadium Road and we have knowledge from Akpajo. Francis, let's hear from you, please. Hello, Francis.
Good morning.
Good morning, Francis. Knowledge, please stay on the line. Francis, go on, please.
Yeah, this thing is, I don't know if someone should sit down and have on radio, and I'm going to make it brief. You see, before you increase price in a business, or Nigeria is a business, Nigeria is a company. Before you increase price for the services you provide for the people, or for the infrastructure you put in place, you have to first of all justify the value, increase the price, right? Now, you've not been serving me well. I've not seen the values you are generating over the years. You now come and increase your price arbitrarily. You did not show me the calculations, why it is 10% or 5% or 20% increment. You did not do any of those things. You increase your school fees. You did not go through all around the schools and make sure there are good teachers, the infrastructure, the classrooms are in order, the things that teachers need to teach are there. You just wake up, you increase price, and nobody approves it. It's only you that approves it. And you enforce it on people. Things are not done this way.
It is not done this way. So what value project are they going to carry out with the increment they made now?
Well, that's
what values have they generated over the years that they should require a price increase?
But that's exactly what we're asking. You know, what if there's an improvement now that the price has, because it's been like that for a while? Knowledge, Nakmajo. We have Abdul Rumumasi. Go on, Knowledge, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for your patience, please.
Yeah, brother. See, Jude, he that called for flood should get prepared for mud. See, they are shutting down education. I am telling you that I'm not I don't think I want to pay that amount of money to federal schools that I know. I go to Zaria, Kaduna State. I spent 7 years there. I know what I'm saying. At Sabungeri, I don't think so. That to put things towards the see, right now we need all the help from government, and they are increasing school fees, federal school fees in that matter.
But knowledge, but knowledge. Let's be honest. Like somebody said, our reality is, but government cannot find funds to do all these things because the changes that government has been having in these decades.
But after the announcement of the subsidy, they so I don't know what to mention amount of money they say they recovered. So what are you using all those money for? Kai, haba.
Okay, all right. Abdul, thank
you, my brother Jude. The question you asked is a good one. My position is I wish to rely or base my position on this have done over time. President Jude, you know that fuel just moved from 90 something naira 230 to 517 16 to 16 something 616 naira something recently. And these schools, their facilities, they run diesel, they run petrol.
Well, not all of them. But...
And the staffs, as the federal government are struggling, calling palliative, they will increase their remuneration to enable them carry on their task. So I do not just wish to say because they are increasing and we should not pay. We will pay. Now look at other private schools apart from this unity school that the federal government have increased theirs. In the past 3-4 years, have they not increased their fees? They have. But that is on one hand. On the other hand, I think our government are deliberate in destroying our public institutions. From primary to university level.
Okay.
Jude, does it not shock you that it was at the end of the administration of Buhari that the former minister Adamu confessed to Nigerians that he was an engineer? So what is an engineer doing as a minister of education? Can you answer me?
Robin, let me ask you.
In a country as big as Nigeria, giant of Africa.
Wait, hold on.
The man or the person appointed to be Minister of Education was an engineer that has no idea about education. So how do we grow?
Robin, let me ask you.
Coming back home here, governance is continuum. That's what we are made to know. That is on inheriting the profits, the benefits, but liabilities they don't. Please, professors are not the wisest people on earth. We have smart and wise people. They should carry out research and give us a better curriculum. Schooling and training our children is not just this grammar school. There should be a curriculum to tutor our children from nursery, primary, secondary school. In class, technology, IT, and other things that will make Nigeria grow. If not, as I'm talking to you, people are not preparing for 227 to become governor, to become president, to become senators. We'll be dancing around the circles while the rest of the world is moving. Thank you. Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Robin. I wanted to ask you a question, but anyway, let's get to read your messages now. WhatsApp 0809 030 64 0809-030-6416. All right, that's where you find us on WhatsApp and Telegram. Good morning, presenter. There is no basis for the increase in school fees. Our population size is nothing compared to China, India, and the likes. Successive governments have failed to develop the country in terms of infrastructural development. The government is commercializing school fees, undermining the resultant effect on the citizens, and increasing the wage bill of political office holders, subjecting Nigerians to hardship by increasing fuel price. Posterity will judge our leaders, and shame to all leaders that are not thinking right. Kems from Rukbaku. All right, Kems, thank you very much. All right, excuse me there, I had to have a little tickle. All right, God's Power Igwe on Twitter says, Nigeria should have tried to make secondary school free for every Nigerian child. University education should be optional. There is no justification for fees in secondary schools. The increase is sheer insensitivity. That's God's Power Igwe on Twitter. Abdul is speaking to us.
I cannot afford to be wasting my airtime.
Hello, Abdul. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abdul. We have Daniel waiting for us in Transamadi. Let's hear from you, Abdul.
Okay, it's my pleasure to sir. Sir, the issue is still boils out to the government's inability and deliberate, sincere policy to address our educational challenges. We are not against the increment, but what is the deliberate plan to improve our curriculum with countries like China, South Korea, that we started this development on the same pace in their schools, like their primary school, their technical department are the one producing transistor radio, all these cell phones as practical. So what is our own government plan on all these things? It's not to be coming on air making speaking grammar that it will not even produce a toothpick for us. We don't want to be hearing all this. Thank you very much.
All right, Joe doesn't think the fee increment is going to result in anything. Daniel in Transamadi. Daniel, good morning to you, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think for me, Jude, there is a reason why Unity School is called a government school. It's not a private school. And if it is a Unity School, it means that the government should bring a policy to make it affordable for some.
Oh dear, Daniel, apologies. Just a drop call scenario. Daniel, if you can, it would be good to get to hear you and have your thoughts on the program. And if you just join us, this is Hello Port Harcourt. This morning on the Office Beat, thinking about businesses, is the business of school that we're all about. Usually when the price increase comes, there's a reason. Now, if you haven't heard this term before, it's the term that economists use when you have inflation. It's called shrinkflation. All right. Basically, the size and maybe the quality of your goods, and in some cases your services, will either be reduced and kept at the same price. For example, some of you have complained that when you buy your biscuits, they don't look as big as they used to do maybe a year and a half ago. That's example of shrinkflation, and it's not the manufacturer's fault. The cost of fueling their cars, their diesel trucks, and whatnot, transportation has increased. And in a bid to stay afloat, they have to reduce the size of your biscuits, of your loaf of bread. But if they increase the size, or rather increase the size and then increase the cost, some people would still buy. Now, juxtaposing that with, in quotes, the educational sector, I'm asking, now that this price increase has come for fees, if there's an improvement in the quality, would it not be justified? Richard is in D-Line. Richard, good morning to you.
Hello, Mr. G. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Yes, Richard.
Go on, please.
Yes, about this school fee. Not that we are saying the government this fee, but what are the methods based on the point increasing fees? This thing that we are not the same. We are talking about people are passing through jobs in this school, they are now increasing schools. They are increasing fees. I don't know if the government are going to presently now. We are not against them increasing measures stress in ground. As I'm talking to you, there are so many things that cannot even afford me.
Richard, once again, Richard, it is very understandable. But the crux of the matter is there is a huge problem with the country, particularly in the past 2 decades, and you cannot fix it, with a snap of your finger. It's a gradual process. In this case, prices have to go up, taxes have to go up. That's the way they say. So, yes, please. Yes, please.
We are not the one asking the government to borrow money, get us. If the government can set up a country that is looking up the rest of all this borrowing money, it will not be held. If the borrowing money and the bank can bring the supporters to the money back. Let them do something for the country.
Okay, all right, Richard, thank you. Couldn't hear you clearly towards the end there. We have a Okonkwo on the line. Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, bro, Jude, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Increment on the school fees in the public schools. So, Jude, I'm not comfortable with that. And my point is because of the level of hardship and other poverty in the country. Brother Jude, let me surprise you. Are you aware that in South Africa, that the government of South Africa gave free education to the Nigerians to study from master degree to doctor degree free? I don't know whether you have heard it before.
Well, I've heard of such scholarship programs for outstanding students. Yeah, whether they're not just all over the world. I've heard of such.
Yes, I couldn't believe it until somebody a platform and somebody said that it was a beneficiary. Another country, our Nigerian citizens are given such free educational opportunity to study from master degree to doctorate degree, and we are here playing.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Once again, whilst it's a very difficult time, no one can deny this. It's a very difficult time for all Nigerians, right? The truth is, this has been in the offing for a long time. It's been said, and I think, in all fairness, Nigerians have every right to be critical of success of previous governments, over their lackadaisical attitude towards the educational sector, paying lip service, to the issues that are very pertinent to not just the democracy, but to the very well-being of the people in this country. You have a right to be critical. You have a right to point accusatory fingers. What day will come that those who have either been ruinous to their jobs will be held accountable? I don't know. But the fact is, now that these problems at this stage, wishful thinking and emotionalization of the facts, it's not going to help. It isn't. It's a hard road ahead. Good morning, Jude. Who are the advisors of this political class? The high level of insensitivity from these politicians speak volumes. You cannot solve problems by creating more problems, but you rather offer solutions to existing problems. The endemic corruption in the system has made them turn deaf ears to the yearnings of many Nigerians about fixing the nation's refineries. George from Rumukrushi. To understand what is happening, you have to look at the increment in the context of the present economic trend in the country. High fuel price, high electricity tariff, widening of the tax net, etc. They just want to increase revenue. That's it. All those so-called improvements on the quality of education are mere excuses to justify the increment. Mike from Ada George, thank you very much. Jude, this country is something else at this time of the day. No food, no power, no good roads, no job. Everything has gone by. And now you come up with a plan now of all times. Wow. Please, who is a good leader? Knowledge is asking. All right. Because someone's saying good morning to you. All right, okay. Jude, we're saying the same thing. What exactly is contained in this improvement you keep talking about? A while back, the manufacturer of a hair care product brand I use said prices were increasing due to rising costs in Nigeria. But because her products are actually give value that we already see, it is not hard to bring out the money to purchase from her. By the very nature of the inflation, whatever you're getting now, right, has to increase if you still want to get that same value now. Shrinkflation. That's it. Shrinkflation. But it might seem a little bit crude just about to be comparing, biscuits with education. No, I'm just using that an analogy. But in a certain context, it does work. Facebook now at Nigeria Info PH at Nigeria Info PH. Howells Ogbanga says increasing school fees does not translate to quality and affordable education in the country. Complete overhaul of the educational system is what is needed for top priorities now. Howells, let me ask you, how do you think that complete overhaul is going to come if money is not going to be spent? And where is this money going to come from? Where? Where, oh where? Interesting few years ahead. I didn't say weeks. Yes. Indeed, it's a journey. But what is interesting, it's a journey that now many Nigerians are no longer on the sidelines. People like you speaking up, having your voices heard. And maybe that's all what we needed years ago. My job, as always, is to ask the questions. Thank you for joining us in the conversation. Alopataka returns shortly, and I'll be talking to you about playing. Stay tuned.